Good morning, deer season, day 6. Dad's truck sprang an oil leak, so we're going to be taking my truck today. All of us will be jumping in here. I'm just going to go pick them up right now. We're going to head to a new territory, and it's going to be a long slog today. We got miles to walk, but we've got this great big hardwood valley that we want to get to. We've had good luck there before, but it's time to get a little more serious. We got to start getting out a little further. There are no deer. We have not seen a deer in a week of hunting, which is ridiculous. And nobody else is seeing any deer either, so it's not just us. There are no deer. I don't know. It's hard winters, too many guys hunting, wolves, just that low end of the cycle. You know, everything is a 10-year cycle, right? That's the way nature works, but we're going to try even harder. We're not giving up. Let's do this. Day 6. This is my neighbor. He's 93 and he feeds the deer, and that's why we don't shoot them in this neighborhood. They're kind of his pets, and we respect Mr. Hazard. He has a big garden. He gives everybody free stuff. We love him, and yeah, we don't shoot his pets.
I mean, it's just what happened. And she was starting to come out hard. You don't want to get caught in the bush with that. Ooh.
Did you bring a potato today?
No. Why?
There's more eyes, the better.
Oh, yeah. Sure, we should have had a couple eyes and a tater.
Let me off right down here somewhere. Where you said it was easier to get in there?
Me?
Yeah.
It's easier at this end.
What are you talking about? Where we drove past it the other day and you said, here's the easy spot to go in, right here on the left.
I was talking about down. I thought higher there was more water. Well, I can go up a ways. You're heading through there and just looking for a sign?
I know where my hill that I like to hunt is around the fucking corner.
Yeah, well, there's a hill there. Then it heads over through the big valley there. I know what you're saying.
Well, then you get out.
No, I don't care. Get out here. I'm going up farther then. That's all.
Somebody get out.
Well, we're waiting for him to get out. That's all. I'm going up farther for sure. What are we doing? Waiting in 3 hours for it? What?
Yeah. 3. I'll drop you off down here. I'll continue up the road and I'll go in on the other side.
Yeah, you got more parking up there anyways. Yeah, you just go to that perfect spot there.
Thank you for choosing Uber. Grant's gonna be mad. I go around the corner and I realized they both got dropped off in the wrong spot. Somebody's dumped something here. Well, I've got 3 hours to find tracks or sign of deer before I check in with those guys. So I'm gonna basically just hike, I think, until I find some tracks. It's so dark, it's hard to see. It's snowing so hard. It's like a freezing rain snow. It's nasty. I found an old skidding trail here. Usually the deer love running these trails, so I'm going to follow it for a ways. See if there's any tracks or use on it. One old track from yesterday. Well, they were here a few days ago. There's all kinds of tracks coming down the skidding trail here under the snow. Scope's freezing up, fogging up. Gonna have to keep an eye on that. I'm up on top of the hill now in the thick stuff, looking down the backside. And there's moose tracks up here, there's deer tracks, all kinds of deer tracks, but not from today, yesterday or the day before. So they are coming through here. This is the most sign I've seen so far this season. It's not within hours fresh, but I'm just going to sit down quietly. I moved over a little. I can see way better here. All right, Uncle Harv, I'm ready when you are. Send them through. Send a couple of them. They can start sparring right there. Their antlers get locked together, and I take them both. Huh? How's that? Who's thinking now? Well, that's the freshest track I've seen today. In fact, it was so fresh I shot at it. I didn't have much time. I think I shot right over him. Okay, well, there's a deer here. Not very far off the road. I was just coming back down to the road heading for the truck. I looked up and there was a deer walking across a bit of a clearing, and I just up and fired one quick one. I should have took more time, but hey, I saw a deer. Somewhere right here in front of me. And Dad is up there waiting for it to come out. There's a bull moose in here too. Well, I did a 600-meter loop down there. I'm 440 meters from the truck right now. I'm kind of circling back up to where I parked. I told Dad to go in the road down at the truck. He didn't listen. He walked back up to where I chased the deer onto this side, and he went in behind me. Old age. I'm telling you guys, that makes no sense to me at all. Why are you following me Why are you following me while I'm following a deer? That makes no sense. Anyway, I'm not going to gripe about it too much. That's my fault. My bad. At least I got shooting. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I had more time. You know, when you're walking though, and you look up and oh, there's a deer all of a sudden. You're off the shoulder comes the gun and you're up and you're shooting. You got to be quick. But in this instance, I had more time. And I'm not even sure it was so far. Probably 180 yards out there. I don't even know if it was a doe or a buck, but that doesn't matter because we have 2 doe tags. Grant and Dad each have one, and I have a buck tag, so we can shoot any deer. But you know, even the guys that have a ton of experience can get excited, right? My bad. Anybody ever notice how your bologna sandwich tastes better after you get some shooting in? I'm back at the truck, nobody's here, so I've got time to come up with a good story about what happened with that deer. Boy, was it running. Running hard. Oh yeah, it was running hard. He looks angry. That was a good walk, eh?
It was running hard?
Oh, you believe it. All right, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe.
So everybody quit because they were too sweaty from walking because they were dropped off in the wrong place. So I'm debating whether I should just go up the road. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. We're out here. I'm going to go walk my 80 acres and just see, make sure that that other guy who's always in there poaching isn't in there and see if there's any tracks. So this is my 80 acres. And I don't hunt this unless it's a last resort. Now, the guy at the end, we've talked about him before. He has property that butts up to mine. He likes to hunt my property. So I'm going to walk in here and just make sure he hasn't been in here. He's already been caught before, charged. They hung 10 deer in one season. They got caught and charged for that. He lost his hunting license for 2 years. And I just like to keep an eye on that guy. So we're going to take a little walk today. And I will absolutely harvest a deer if I see it here, because it's so scarce everywhere else this year that if I get an opportunity. Human footprint right there, going that way. I can hear him. Now, is he on my property? I don't know, but I can hear them talking. But you can see those footprints clearly come. They're right there. They come from his place down this trail, which he cut on my property. And that's his flag tape that he left on my property. Goes all the way down. Yeah, so I just followed his footprints right back to his yard again. Well, I'm heading out. He'll probably head in the trail as it gets darker here this evening. I can't believe that. Like, the balls of this guy. I'm gonna catch him. When rifle season is over, I'm gonna make it my priority to camp out and stake out this place There'll be 150 trail cameras in here. I'm going to catch him. I hope he watches this video too.